Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit in the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Potter, won't you give it up?
And so tonight, I want to talk to you about 7 questions that you should ask your spouse after sex. Now, don't say, Dr. Gail said, after we have sex, I need to ask these questions. No, this should be a natural conversation that you start after sex. And it does not have to be immediately after sex, because who wants to go into 7 questions right after sex? But once you get up, you guys get moving, it could be the next morning or whatever, you want to make sure that you're checking in with your spouse on a regular basis, just to make sure that you're meeting their sexual needs. So question number 1, what felt good about the sex we just had? And if they say, well, I really don't know, everything was great. No, help them pinpoint one thing, even if you have to be the one to say, this felt good about the sex that we just had. Because at the end of the day, again, you want to make sure that you're meeting your spouse's sexual needs. And this is a way to do a sexual check-in, and they don't even realize what's going on. So that's number 1. And men, I want to say this, you can do this too, okay? Number 2, what did we do during our sexual act besides penetration made you feel closer and more connected to me? Because that is the ultimate goal of having sex. That is the ultimate goal of intimacy, is feeling closer and connected to your spouse more than anybody else that's in your life. Number 3, what did we do that made you feel relaxed? And the reason why I use the word we, because you guys are one. Was it a gentle touch? Was it massage? Was it music? Was it candles? What was it that we did to make you feel relaxed? Number 4, what did I do to turn you on? Now that's a personal. What did I do to turn you on? And when they say what that is, do it again. Because these questions you need to ask on a frequent basis. Not every time you engage in sex, but you need to make sure that you're doing this sexual question checkup on a regular basis. Number 5, what do you need for me to do to make sex better for you? Number 6, what are your fantasies so I can fulfill them? Now, for you men that are watching this video, do not be outlandish. Do not think that your wife is a porn star or a prostitute or a stripper. But wives, be open to what they have to say and try your best to facilitate that. Even if it's just your version of their fantasy, do your best, okay? And number 7, what do you need to feel in the mood for sex and to desire me? Because that's an important question. Because you are supposed to be the sole supplier of your husband or your wife's sexual needs. So make sure that you ask that question and make sure that you're able to facilitate that. Now let's put it in context. If there is some, sickness or disease that your spouse is dealing with, take that into consideration. Don't use that as a weapon. If there's everything going on in your life that is right, you should be the sole source of your husband or your wife's sexual needs, okay? Again, you guys, I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week. And just make sure that you ask these questions. You can learn so much about your spouse. I will see you next week.